in roughly 30 seconds, which I'll tell you when. You can go ahead and bring that back to the center, so coming to a more even position. And then we're going to go to these hips. So I want you to think about making circles with these hips today. We're going to make those big circles like we're trying to draw a circle on the floor with our hips, and we're going to go 8 in one direction and then 8 in the other. I got my booster shot yesterday.
Oh, did you have any reaction?
I feel really tired, but mostly that's it, and really sore. Good.
Yeah.
Did you get yours? We're going to go knees together.
I got mine about a month ago, and my arm was quite sore. But other than that, I was fine.
Oh, good. Good.
Mm.
We're making circles with these knees around one direction for 5 and then the other direction for 5. And remember, you can make this circle as big or as small as you'd like, depending on how you feel. Good.
Okay.
All right, good. Then we're going to go to the ankles. So we're going to make circles with these ankles now. We're going to go 5 in one direction and then 5 in the other. Good. Perfect. When you're done with those, let me know.
Okay.
All right, we're going to put our arms out to the side like an airplane. We're going to flip one palm facing the sky. We're going to look towards that palm, and then we're going to switch. All right, good. We're going to do 2 more, and then we're going to relax our arms for a minute, shake them out. Good, you can relax, and then we're going to bring our arms out in front of us, and we're going to make circles with these wrists. So thinking about moving the wrists in a circle 5 times in one direction and then 5 times in the other direction.
Okay.
All right, good. Today we're going to start with a staggered stance deadlift, or it's also called a rear leg deadlift. So we're going to start without weight, and then if it feels good, we can add some weight. But I'll go over it with you first, and then we can do it together. So I'm standing with my feet roughly hip width apart, so I have a nice solid base. I'm going to take a step back with one leg, a little half step. So a full step would be like big. A half step is just a little step. My feet are still hip width apart, so they're not coming in line. They're still apart from each other.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to bring the heel up on this back leg. So I'm just on the toes, the ball of my foot and the toes. And I'm imagining that this back leg is like a kickstand. So I want to be able to move it without it having too much weight on it. So most of this weight is going to still be on this front leg. Okay. And then we're going to do that deadlift motion where we think about someone's pushing us in our belt buckle and our hips are going back as far as they can go, and then they're coming forward. So this back leg, the knee doesn't move, just the hips move. Does that make sense? So you're imagining someone has taken this post and they're pushing it into your belt buckle and it's driving your hips back and then driving them forward. So at some point you can't drive back anymore and you can only drive forward.
Why are we doing this?
So we're doing this because it's like a deadlift, but it isolates one leg. So it's going to strengthen this front leg. It's also going to help you to be able to balance more on one leg. So this back leg shouldn't have a lot of weight on it, right? So if we do this enough times, then eventually you'll be able to do it without the leg there. So it's balance and strength that we're focused on. So we can isolate the ability to have all our weight on this front leg And then we can focus on
Yeah.
slowly but surely working towards better balance. So we're going to do 5 on that leg and then 5 on this other leg. You might notice that one side is really stiff compared to the other. If you feel that, it's okay. But let me know how it feels for you.
Yeah, I can feel it in the front of my thigh.
The front of your thigh. So I want you to feel it in the back of your thigh. So it's actually good you feel it in the front because all your weight's on that leg. That's probably why you feel it there. But as you pull these hips back, you should be able to feel it also in the back of your thigh.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. That's good. All right, 5 on each side. And when you're done, just let me know.
Okay.
All right, the next thing we're going to go is to some footwork. So remember, we have 100 different muscles, ligaments, and tendons in the bottoms of our feet, and our feet are the first point of contact on the ground. So they're very important in how we move, especially I know you like to focus on leg strength. The number one thing that drives mechanical issues in our body is problems with the feet and ankles. So we're going to focus on the feet today, and we're going to focus on them doing these little pogo hops. So depending on what kind of a surface you have, what kind of shoes, socks, or bare feet you have on, you have to decide how this feels for you. I have a little bit of a squishier surface, so it's easier. If you have a rug, it's going to give you a little more cushion, but you can also do it on the floor. So it's up to you, but you can go ahead and give it a try and let me know how it feels. We're going to do what's known as pogo hops, meaning that we're going to do these little teeny hops and all the power comes from our feet. So to do this, I lift my heels off the ground and then I just do these teeny tiny little hops.
Do your toes come off too?
They are coming off, but they're barely coming off. So when you start those, let me know. I'm going to start a timer. And you're going to go for 10 seconds. Have you started them?
Yep.
Okay, I just started the timer for 10 seconds. If you get tired, you can really rest before you have 5 seconds left. You have 3, 2, 1, and you can relax. Nice job, Edie. Hi, Joe.
Hey,
How are you?
good. I was late, and the last 2
No,
weeks I was elsewhere.
no worries. It's good to have you back.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Well,
Nice.
how about you?
Doing good. Doing good.
Weren't you sick or something?
Oh, my whole family had COVID, which was not ideal. But I luckily was not the one who was sick.
But you escaped?
Well, I don't, it's my like family that I grew up with, like my mom and dad and brother, but they needed some help to get groceries and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Were they
Yeah.
vaccinated?
They are all vaccinated, yes.
But
They
hadn't
didn't
had a
have
booster?
they didn't have their booster yet. They do have it now. At that time, they hadn't had it yet. All right, so we're gonna get started with one more exercise today. They weren't, luckily, none of them had to go to the hospital or anything, but
Oh,
they
good.
were definitely sick.
Oh. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go for the step overs. So remember with a step over, we imagine we're stepping over an object. If you wanna make this harder, I want you to think about stepping over a bigger object. If you wanna make it easier, you can step over a smaller object. The thing to think about here is being very smooth and controlled in your movement. So whatever you're stepping over, you shouldn't be falling down into it, but know that you have a lot of control as you move. Nice. We're gonna go for about 10 of these. So this is gonna work the hip as you're moving it in its socket over that thing. You might feel some cracking and popping. That's okay. That's normal with joints. As long as it doesn't hurt. And even if it does hurt, remember, we're not doing something that can cause more harm to your body, but we do want to do things that are less painful so we can avoid creating a stronger neural pathway for that pain. Edie, how did those pogo hops feel?
I couldn't do that very well.
Yeah, that's okay. Most people can't. What was your limiting factor?
Well, I mean, I could do it, but I couldn't stay in one place.
Oh, you don't have to stay in one place. You can move around.
Yeah,
Are you on a hard floor or rug or
a hard
mat?
one. I'm on a hard one.
Okay, it's much harder on those. That makes sense. All right, we might change that up a little bit next time. All right, good. Once you're both done with those 10 step overs, let me know.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, good. All right, we're gonna go back for this rear leg deadlift that we've been doing. So if you guys want to grab weights, you're welcome to grab weights for this exercise. I would say start with a smaller one. You can always go bigger. So you're just gonna start with one weight, and we're gonna start with that one weight in our right hand. So I'm gonna take a small step back with my right leg. Again, a half a step back, and my heel is off the ground on that back foot. So this back foot is like a kickstand. You should be able to pick it up and put it back down without shifting your body, meaning all of the weight is on your front foot. Once you're in that position, you're going to drive these hips back like someone's taking a pole and pushing it into your belt buckle, and you're going to drive the hips forward. Hips back, hips forward. Nice, guys. We're going to do 5 of those on each side. If you have any questions, let me know. Nice. This one's hard. That looks good, Joe. Nice. How's it feeling for both of you?
Good.
Fine.
Good. Joe, did you figure out when you're coming up to Vermont?
No, because they had a lockdown at the nursing home.
Oh,
So,
no.
Yeah. And my friend
never
got
fun.
COVID. She got
Oh,
COVID.
no.
She's okay.
That's good. Was she vaccinated?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting it now, even if they're vaccinated, but they're okay, which is what the key is. That's what the vaccine's for, to keep us okay.
They're saying the immunity is waning.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I wonder if we have to have a booster for the booster.
Right.
I know. Did you guys get Moderna booster or Pfizer booster?
I got Moderna.
I haven't gotten mine yet. I had the initial 2 Pfizer, and I'm wondering if I should go for a Moderna booster, just so it gives you a wider range of whatever they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow this lady on Instagram. I don't know if you have Instagram. Her name is Laurel something. I can look it up for you. But anyways, she's a epidemiologist, virologist, virologist. And she talks a lot about COVID. And she recently released some information saying that the Moderna booster gives you a much stronger protection against COVID. And so if you can mix and match, that is the one to get if you want. But you should check it out so you can decide for yourself. Her name is Laurel Bristow. This is her.
I had heard that too.
Oops. You did. And
Yeah,
she has this thing called mix and match on her things, and it talks about that. But you heard that too, Edie. They just released that,
Yeah.
I think, 2 or 3 days ago.
I don't know what the source was, but
Nice. All right, so we're gonna go for pogo hops again if you're on a soft floor like a rug, a carpet, mat. So I'm gonna show Joe that, and then Edie, you and I are gonna do a different one. So
Oh, okay.
Joe, I think you're on a carpet, right?
Me
Okay,
on a
so
floor. Yeah.
Oh,
fine.
you're on a hard floor too?
Don't worry.
Okay, perfect. So I'll give you 2 options and you can decide. So the first one is you're gonna do alternating feet. So you're gonna lift one heel off the ground, you're gonna push up into that foot, and then you're gonna come down, ball, heel. Lift the heel up, come down, ball, heel. So it's like you're jogging in place, but it should feel really nice and light, and most of the action is happening on the balls of our feet. Nice. If you want this to be harder, you can turn it into a pogo jump, which is where you're
Okay.
doing these little teeny hops from the balls of your feet. It's totally up to you. You can do that jog in place. Think about ball, heel, or you can do the little jumps. We're going to go for 10 more seconds. Nice. You can always rest anytime you need to. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, and you guys can relax. Nice. That looked really good. All right, we're going to add to some of that footwork today. So we're going to find a wall. We're going to put our hands against the wall like this, and we're going to bring one knee up as high as we can, like we're trying to pull it up towards our chest. The other foot is on the ground. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise my heel. I'm going to lower my heel, keeping this leg up as high as I can. Raise my heel, lower my heel. We're going to do 5 of those on each side. So this is going to work your hips and some strength in your calves. So hands on that wall, one leg up into the chest. Yes, nice, Edie. That looks perfect. Good, Joe. 5 on each side.
Is our
Good.
body bent forward or it's up straight?
You want to try and keep it nice and upright. So it's not bent, it's more straight. If you want to make this harder, you can think about when you lower, counting down 3, 2, 1 the whole time you're lowering, but you don't have to, but if it feels too easy for you, think about counting down on that lower so you're moving a little slower. You're going 5 on each side. Nice. Are you ladies doing anything fun for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to Boston.
Woo!
Nice. That's awesome, Edie.
I'm going
What?
to the Cape.
That's cool. I said that's awesome, Edie.
Yeah.
You guys are both going to be in Massachusetts. That's fun. The Cape sounds fun, Joe. Cape
Well,
is beautiful this time of year.
It is.
Cool. All right, we're going to go back to those step overs. So you're going to go for 8 step overs. Try to step over. When you're done with these heel raises, you're going to go to the step overs and you're going to step over 8 times. Very slow and controlled. If you're not done with the heel raises, that's okay. Keep going at your own pace.
That movement of this one where you're doing this,
Mm-hmm.
that's a little hard for my foot. I noticed that on stairs too, coming downstairs.
Okay, good. So that's one that I want to keep doing with you then, because your feet sometimes can lose their strength or their capacity, and we need them to be strong. So the demand we place on them, like going up and down stairs, is something we can do. So that exercise is fairly hard. I would recommend maybe doing 3 of them instead of 5, and then grab your ball and roll out the bottoms of those feet as soon as you're done. So you can roll out the bottom of your feet now if you'd like with the ball. And what that's going to do is it's going to tell your body brain connection that everything's okay, even though that felt hard. Maybe some of those muscles guarded a bit, that everything is safe now. And that is going to be the way to sort of reactivate that movement again, so that you can eventually do quite a few without feeling any discomfort. And Joe, you can also grab your ball and roll out the bottom of those
Okay.
feet.
Yep. I'm
So you
getting
might,
so much. Oh,
yeah, you can speak. What'd you say?
I'm getting so much better at those step overs.
Oh,
I
good.
feel
You look
like-
really good.
Yeah, but I wasn't always.
Really? You always looked good, but that's good to hear. You were feeling more confident in them.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so once you've rolled out the bottom of those feet, we're gonna go back to that rear leg deadlift. So everything we're doing today is focus on these feet. So if your feet are getting tired, the trick is gonna be to roll out with that ball in between each exercise. And you know your body, if you're too tired, you can do half the reps that I ask you to do. So if I say 5 and you're like, I'm so tired or fatigued, do 2 and then roll out. We're gonna go for that rear leg deadlift. So we take half a step back. The heel is off the ground in that back foot. I want to double check before I even start that this back foot's only like a kickstand. It doesn't have a lot of weight on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and imagine someone is pushing my hips back and then they're driving them forward. If you want to do this with weights, you absolutely can. This time you can have 2 in each hand or just 1. It's totally up to you. Nice. Nice job, guys. You both look good. I want you to stand straight up when you come back. So think about standing straight up like someone has a string at the top of your head and they're pulling you up nice and tall when you finish. And then you're going back. Tall finish and back. And we're going to go for 5 on each side. Nice. If you have a stick or anything, like this is a PVC pipe. You could use, I don't know, if you have something handy that's like a stick. This exercise can actually feel a little bit easier with some support. So if you have a stick here and you do this, you might find you can get more into the hips. Nice. We're going for 5 and 5. Good. So from what we used to do when we first started these classes to now, you ladies both have a lot more capacity, which is great. And that's something we want to keep working on. So I encourage you during the week to continue to do other exercises. So find things that you enjoy to do and do them. I know, Joe, you're doing Zumba sometimes, which is fun, and you do Tai Chi. I encourage you every week to do things every day or at least every other day. That's what's going to help you increase the capacity in your body to move more. Good. And I know it's hard to fit that stuff in too. So that's, I know, challenging, but if you can find 10 minutes to do it. Yeah.
You forgot flamenco.
Oh yeah, this is true.
I do.
Edie, is there, that's cool. Edie, is there any exercises that you do during the week? You do a lot of gardening, which is great.
Well, I walk my dog.
Yay.
At least once a day. Our driveway is about 600 feet long, and I go up and down. I do
wow, that's awesome.
Little bit on the road. Sometimes I do it twice. And there's a guy by the name of I forget what his name is, Darren, Grow Young Fitness. And my daughter and I used to do that. And
cool.
It's nothing hard. Some of it is a lot of it's on the chair. And you know, it's not hard, but it's good to keep. You know, I can't always make myself do it though.
Right. Oh, that's okay. It's hard to do it every day. I know. Some days I take the day off too. It's too much. But if we do it more often than not, things are good. All right, we're gonna go back for those step overs, and I'm gonna make them a little harder for you both. And the way that we're gonna make them harder is we're gonna step over an object. Once we're secure, we're gonna step over another object in the same direction. And then we're gonna go back.
Okay.
Are
Nice.
we bending in the hip when we come back together, or are we sort of straight legged except?
Your knees can be soft, but you're really thinking about like efficiency. So you're not too bent, no.
Okay.
Sometimes I have you be more bent because I'm trying to get you to fire the muscles more, but the goal is not for you to be bent. Nice, guys. We're gonna do 2 more in each direction. Nice. So you guys do a lot in these classes, which means that you have a lot of capacity. You can do a lot of stuff. So I encourage you to do these 1 more time a week. You're always welcome to work with us privately or in groups or find someone else to work with, but make sure whoever you work with knows and you know that you have the capacity to do more, and that more is going to help you adapt and make the changes in your body that you want to see. So whether that's feeling more stable, feeling more strong. Nice. Walking is awesome. No, there's your little dog. I've never seen him. He's cute.
Yes, he doesn't know what the heck I'm doing when I'm doing this. What are you-
That's funny. That's a good little dog to walk. He's probably strong.
He is. He's tough.
That's cute.
Right?
All right. I
Yeah.
like it. He's funny. All right, we're going to finish with 2 things today. Those 2 things are that wall exercise. I want you to do anywhere from 1 on each leg to 5 on each leg, depending on how you feel and how this feels for you. So hands against the wall, 1 leg up. If you just want to do 1 on each side, go ahead and do 1 on each side. And then we're going to roll those feet out with the ball.
Huh?
And then you ladies are both done after that. Yeah, that dog is way bigger than I expected him to be.
Yeah.
Well, he was standing on his hind legs.
Oh my goodness. He's so cute. How old is he?
He's a brat, but he's cute.
How old is he?
He's about 5.
Oh, nice. He's young. He's got a lot of energy still. All right, we're gonna roll. Yeah.
I have a callus right near the ball of my foot, so that kind of hurts that.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. We can potentially find you another exercise too.
Well,
I wanted to ask Jen, I sent you that article on Tai Chi. Were you able to send
Oh,
it to Edie?
sorry, I didn't know I was supposed to send it to everyone. I thought that Hernan connected you guys, and so I will send it. I will
No
make sure
problem.
it's sent to everyone right now while you guys roll out the bottoms of those feet. So I want you to roll out the bottoms of your feet. You're going to do about 45 seconds on each side.
Roll out the bottom with the ball.
With the ball. Yep.
Okay. I'm also
Sorry about that.
No. I'm also going to send you a video. It's really short, 3 minutes. International Flamenco Day.
Ooh, cool. Well, you have everyone's email here, so feel free to send it to them too. So when I send this out, I'll make sure that you have everyone's email because they like what you're sharing, and then you can share it with all of us. Here it is. All right, let me grab this and I'll send it right now so y'all have it. Okay, you guys can switch feet with the ball. And I have a timer going for this side. So take your time. All right, here it is. I don't know what flamenco is, but what's interesting, you guys can both relax, is we have an Instagram template that is called flamenco, and I always wondered what that was.
Flamenco's really good with the fingers.
Cool. Very cool. Oh, I'm so glad that you both came today. Do you have any questions?
No,
All right. Perfect. Next week is Thanksgiving on Thursday, so
yeah.
we can either do something on Wednesday or we can do something on Thursday morning before your festivities start. You guys can let me know, or we can do something on, yeah, Wednesday. We could do something at 1 or 1:30, and Thursday we could do something in the morning. So you can let me know, and you can
Okay.
also skip the week too. It's up to you guys.
I don't know where I'm gonna be, whether I'll be here or there. I haven't
That's
decided.
okay.
So,
When are you coming? Oh yeah, you're coming up to Boston. That's fun.
yeah.
Good. All right. Well, no worries. You can let me know as we get closer. I'll send you the times, and either way, I'll definitely see you the week after, hopefully.
All
When
right.
are you coming? Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to take a week off, Jen, for Thanksgiving?
Oh no, I don't need to take a week off. I still have plenty of work to do that week, so I'll be working. But it's more that there's so many meetings that the only times I'm going to be able to fit you guys in is Wednesday or Thursday morning. So it's up to you
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
All right.
All right, good. Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
As always, have a lovely holiday.
Yeah.
You
When are
too.
you? Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.